please help me welcome back Pauline Loques. Writer and director, and a beautiful translator. Although your English is, my French is terrible, so
my English is not that good.
And our English is pretty good.
Not saying smart things. It's hard.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, this is such a beautiful film. We were talking outside, and it's just so emotional and beautiful. And for a first feature, I mean, incredible. I would love to just start with casting, because so much lives in Theodore's face. And how did you find him? How did you know immediately he was going to be the one?
I'm his number one fan, actually. So, I always tell him, you could do Nespresso commercials. I would be, wow, it's amazing. It's so maybe I'm going to do it in French, if it's okay for you. Yes. En fait, j'ai passé tellement de temps à écrire ce personnage et j'avais aucun acteur dans ma tête, j'étais vraiment avec Nino, j'y étais très attachée.
So I spent a lot of time to think about that character, and I had an idea about Nino, and I spent so much time with him.
Que quand il a fallu trouver un acteur, j'ai eu peur de ne pas trouver un acteur que j'aime autant que mon personnage.
So when it was time to do the casting, I was a little bit afraid because I thought I'm never going to find an actor that I like as much as the character that I wrote.
Et on a commencé le travail avec ma directrice de casting et on a fait une grande liste comme ça. Et soit les acteurs étaient trop identifiés en France, soit il n'y avait pas une évidence absolue. Et elle m'a parlé de Theodore à ce moment-là.
So we started working with a casting director, and there were some names that were a little bit too identifiable, too known. And so I decided, you know, the casting agent talked to me about Theodore.
Et elle m'a dit, voilà, il y a cet acteur québécois, incroyable, très grand, très pâle, très mystérieux, il faut que tu le rencontres.
So there's this actor from Quebec. He's very tall, he's very pale, he's very mysterious. You really need to meet him.
Et elle m'a dit, regarde ce qu'il fait. J'ai regardé, Theodore a déjà une carrière aux États-Unis, au Canada, et j'étais très impressionnée par son travail, de performance plutôt, et donc là, j'avais besoin de quelque chose qui soit vraiment très intérieur, donc j'ai demandé à le rencontrer, et quand il est arrivé, effectivement, il y a eu une évidence quand il est rentré dans la pièce, je me suis dit, ah, c'est fou ce très grand charisme et cette très grande vulnérabilité à la fin.
So I did a little bit of research about him, and then I found out that he was already working a lot, especially not only in Quebec, but also in the US. And then when he walked in, there was such a charisma that I thought, oh my God, there's something really there that's like my character.
Oui, et puis je l'ai su après en le côtoyant, mais il a vraiment tout du personnage, c'est-à-dire une grande pudeur, un peu un retrait vis-à-vis de la vie déjà, et en même temps on ne peut pas s'empêcher de le regarder, et il fallait ça pour un film portrait pendant 1h30.
So he has those qualities that he is modest and he's very quiet, and there is something about, and there's this charisma, and there's something about him because you need a lot of interiority and depth to portray this character. And actually the movie that I'm doing, it's like a portrait of a person.
Et je l'ai aimé immédiatement plus que le personnage que j'ai écrit, et c'est devenu vraiment un de mes plus grands amis aujourd'hui.
So I liked him immediately, and actually I decided that I liked him more than the character that I wrote about, and he's actually become one of my best friends now.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's so true that so much of your whole film works in these quiet moments, and you see just 10 emotions cross over his face. I was curious, as the writer also, how much did you guys rehearse before? Did you, because I think I saw an interview in Cannes where he said that he filled in a lot of the blanks, and you asked him to, so I just...
Yes. En fait, quand je lui ai donné le personnage, je lui ai dit, je ne le connais pas mieux que toi. Je ne sais pas plus que ce que j'ai écrit. Donc je ne sais rien de son passé, je ne sais pas ce qui s'est passé avec son père, avec ses amoureuses. Tout est dans le script, je ne sais pas plus. À toi de trouver.
So when I started working with him, I said to him, you know what, I really don't know any more about this character than you do. Everything is written, it's on the page, it's in the script. I don't know about his past, I don't know who his parents are, it's really up to you to develop the character.
Et je pense qu'il a trouvé lui-même des réponses, on n'en a même pas beaucoup parlé en fait ensemble. Ce que qu'on a fait comme travail, c'est de le faire rencontrer chaque femme qu'il devait rencontrer et chaque personnage qu'il devait rencontrer dans le film pour voir si l'énergie de ce qui allait se dégager, parce qu'il fallait aussi... c'est presque des petits courts-métrages en fait, ces rencontres-là. Et lui, ça l'a beaucoup servi, mais sinon je lui ai dit surtout ne fais rien du tout. Toi, tout est là, dans tes sourires, dans ton regard, donc ne joue presque pas en fait.
So I told him, please don't really play. Everything is there already in the way that you look, in the way that you are. And I had him meet a lot of different women that were going to be part of the film and see what kind of energy was happening between them. And it's like actually these mini little movies each time that he meets these different people.
I mean, it's so beautiful in the way you're playing with time, both physically in the 3-day clock, and there's obviously other people have made the comparison to Agnes Varda's Cleo 5-7, and but then there's also the time of birth. It's his birthday. He's talking about never even thinking about having a child, and now you have 3 days to choose whether you are. And I just wondered where that idea came from, and and then also dealing with his mother and death, and there's time is so important in your beautiful film.
I have no idea where it comes from. I mean, à chaque fois que je suis en projection, les gens m'apprennent beaucoup plus de choses sur le film inconsciente que moi j'ai écrit.
Each time that I'm at a screening, people actually teach me and tell me more about the movie than what I wrote. So I have no idea where it came from.
Je pense que le premier truc, c'est que comme c'est mon premier film, je me suis dit je ne sais pas écrire une histoire sur 6 mois. Donc je vais faire 3 jours, comme ça, il y a du vendredi au lundi. Et puis ça m'a permis aussi de ne pas justement avoir l'impression de fabriquer les choses et de dire ce personnage, il va aller là à la moitié du film. Vraiment, je le suivais. Dans ces 3 jours en me disant que va-t-il faire le vendredi soir, que va-t-il faire le samedi matin, et j'avais aussi l'impression, comme vous dites, que recevoir aussi un diagnostic à 30 ans comme ça, allait lui faire un chemin mental en arrière de sa naissance et en avant vers son avenir, donc je savais qu'il y avait plusieurs couches de temps dans le film.
So I knew there were different steps about time, different layers. And because I've never done a movie before, I never wrote a movie before, it's my first movie, I didn't think that I could do a movie that would take place over 6 months. So I decided it was going to be 3 days. And I wanted to know what was going to happen between Friday night and the Monday when he has to start his treatment. What is going to happen in between? This is how I started working.
By curiosity, I mean, I was curious.
She was really curious about what would happen, what kind of meetings he had.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what's so effective, and we're in the Directors Guild of America at the Fringe Film Festival, but as a director, to be that confident to live in all of these beautiful metaphors, but in every moment, and just from the first moment where he's getting this terrible news, but there's this construction sound, and it's just like he's sort of forced to be in real time. And I wondered, as the director had in the sound design, was that always from the beginning you knew you were going to start the movie there?
Yes. Et c'est vrai que le son était très important. C'est aussi le son dans le film, c'est les autres en fait, c'est les autres qui vivent à côté, donc c'est les gens qui travaillent. Je savais très vite que il lui est arrivé ça à lui, mais oui, il arrive des choses à tout le monde à d'autres moments.
Yeah, so the sound was really important because he just heard that he has cancer, he has this thing, but then the rest of the world keeps on going. So the sound was more like the people around him and the life that was happening around him.
Et c'est un peu toute l'idée du film, c'est-à-dire il lui arrive ça, personne ne peut vivre l'épreuve à sa place, mais la vie continue, la ville, le rythme continue, et il va devoir vivre ça au milieu des autres.
So, I mean, nobody can live what he's going through with his cancer, but life goes on, and he has to accept what's going on while the rest of the world keeps on living.
Yeah. Well, and in the talk about working with your cinematographer, there's these two sort of, there's a God side point of view, and then everything else is so, working with Lucy.
Lucy.
Yeah. How did you work on it together? Was that, how did you come up with that song?
Oui, en fait, Théodore était très inspirant pour nous, c'est-à-dire qu'on cherchait à ressentir des choses en le regardant, et aussi à ressentir ses propres sentiments de connexion à lui et aux autres, ou de déconnexion. Donc parfois on se disait, ah oui, quand on est haut comme ça et qu'on le voit marcher, ça nous émeut beaucoup plus, ça nous touche beaucoup plus, on le comprend beaucoup plus, et puis parfois c'était en étant très près, donc on a vraiment travaillé, et au son aussi, tous ces sentiments de connexion ou de déconnexion, parce que le film parle aussi de ça, comment on se sent proche des autres ou pas.
Yeah, so I mean, the way of filming it sometimes is from high and sometimes it's really, really close up. It depends also what, when Theodore portrays that he's completely connected to other people or he's completely disconnected.
And to himself.
And to himself, yes.
I thought it was a really great, reason to get him out on the street too, that he lost his keys, and I think I heard you say that you thought if he didn't do that, he would have just crawled into bed. And
Yes.
lived.
But I tried actually, when I was writing, I wanted him to go home, and every time I was trying, it's like, he can't go home because he's going to lie in his bed and just send text messages. There is no movie. So really, every time he tries to go to his home, it's like me trying to get him going to his home. It's like never working. And after that, après je me suis dit, en fait c'est intéressant de jamais voir l'intérieur de chez lui, parce qu'en fait son intériorité est assez opaque aussi, c'est un personnage qui se découvre au fur et à mesure, en même temps que nous on découvre, donc on ne voit jamais commencer chez lui, parce que quand on voit l'intérieur de chez quelqu'un, on comprend aussi qui il est.
So, I mean, the good thing about the fact that he lost his keys and can never go home, and so you never see the inside of his home, so you can't really discover what's going on, because there is something opaque about him, and he has to discover himself, a lot of things about himself, the same way that we discover what's going on in his life.
Yeah, I'd love to, I don't know if we have time to open up to the audience, but I would love to just hear how you came with the mother. I mean, she's such an incredible actress, but they never talk. They never open up. And it's like, as a viewer, I don't know how y'all felt, but I was like, just say it, just tell it.
Sometimes people in the audience, they say she knows, but she doesn't tell. Je trouvais que c'était déjà, ils se ressemblaient tous les deux, donc je les ai mis tous les deux parce que they look like. Et en fait, il y a deux scènes, et pour moi c'était vraiment important de montrer tout ce qui peut se jouer entre une mère et son fils, c'est-à-dire qu'il commence comme ça, et finalement il suffit de s'allonger sur le lit pour finalement se sentir proche, mais sans dire les vrais mots. C'est aussi comment on se sent proche sans... Parfois on peut pas dire à sa famille des choses, mais ça n'empêche pas de se sentir proche.
So, I mean, I put them next to each other. There's something very familiar about each other, and there is a moment where you can see where there's no connection, and you just need a simple gesture of him lying down next to her to see that there is another level of communication going on between them, even if it's not.
Et je crois que le film raconte ça aussi. J'ai l'impression que c'est un personnage, enfin un jeune homme qui essaie de dire les choses depuis déjà très longtemps, qui n'y arrive pas, et qui au milieu du film y arrive et se rend compte que en face les réponses ne sont pas à la hauteur en fait, et les mots ne suffisent pas à embrasser toute une situation.
So he's already someone who has a hard time expressing himself and expressing some of his feelings. So when he finally manages to do that, he feels that the response that he gets is not really what he expects, what would help him, basically.
And the words are limited, that is the limit of the words. And the other part of the movie, I can feel that it's really more connection by touching, looking at each other with a younger, and just his best friend is here at the end, but he was not à la hauteur de l'enjeu.
Yeah, it was not up to the task. Yes. When we meet his friend the first time during the party, right?
Yeah, he misses the big moment.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not. I haven't the good answer.
Right.
But he's there just asking him, "Are you afraid?" Yes, and it's enough, to feel connected and to feel, release.
What? The release, yes.
No, I think he did an incredible. I don't think there are words to describe.
Yeah.
My mother died of cancer very young, and I still think I don't know how to talk about it. And so I think that is what makes it so powerful. Is it just those little moments before, and the echoes of lying on the bed, and then it's just. I think I would love to just have a little more about Lucy and how you all shot it, and was it all natural lighting, or how many takes? Because when you're running through Paris, I don't know, I've never shot in Paris, but you can't close the streets down.
No, you cannot. Alors, et Paris dicte sa loi, sa propre loi quand on tourne.
Yeah, Paris has its own laws when you shooting there.
Tu t'adaptes à Paris et Paris ne s'adapte pas à toi. C'est ça la beauté de cette ville. Et ça allait avec le film. Et c'est vrai qu'il y avait des scènes où on pensait que ça allait être dark, et en fait c'était un soleil merveilleux. Donc we catched everything that we could in Paris.
Yeah, so I mean, you have to adapt to Paris. Paris is not going to adapt to you. So we had all these different scenes, but as you said, sometimes you thought it was going to be dark, but then suddenly you had this amazing sun and sky.
Et c'est presque un personnage, Paris, dans le film. Enfin, moi, je la vois toujours comme une sorte d'amie avec qui parfois je me dispute très fort et avec qui parfois je me sens complètement en connexion.
So it's also a character in the movie, basically, and I feel sometimes that Paris is like a friend, and sometimes I have really strong connection with her, and sometimes we really are fighting.
Yeah, well, it's very effective and beautifully done. I don't know if anyone has a question. We'd love to open it up to the audience. Yes.
Loved it, thank you. As a first film, how did you get some of these giant stars to be in it?
As a first-time filmmaker, how did you get these giant stars?
Il y a deux acteurs très connus dans le film, deux acteurs français très connus qui sont Mathieu Amalric et Jeanne Balibar. Donc Jeanne qui est la mère et Mathieu qui est cet homme qu'il rencontre dans les bains publics.
So there are two famous actors in France. There's Mathieu Amalric and there is Jeanne Balibar who plays his mother.
Et Jeanne, elle aimait beaucoup Théodore et du coup, elle était très séduite par le fait de jouer sa mère et puis aussi de jouer ce personnage-là. Elle s'est projetée, je pense, elle a deux fils un peu du même âge qu'elle a eu avec Mathieu Amalric d'ailleurs.
Ah, right. So Jeanne Balibar kind of was really touched by the character and she really liked him, and she maybe projected herself as well because she has two sons in Theodore.
Et pour Mathieu, j'arrêtais pas de dire, encore 3 semaines avant le tournage, pour le Monsieur des Bains, il nous faudrait un Mathieu Amalric, il faudrait quelqu'un, tu sais pas si il est acteur ou si tu viens de le croiser au bar du coin, ou il vit dans la rue, tu ne sais pas, il faudrait un Mathieu Amalric, et j'arrêtais pas de dire ça, et on me disait, mais non, parce que Mathieu ne joue plus, Mathieu ne veut plus jouer. Ben, officiellement, il joue plus, mais en fait, il ne sait pas dire non.
So, I mean, we were wondering who we're going to use for that scene in the bath, and it's a character that you don't know. Does he have a house? Is he homeless?
Was he a great artist,
Yeah. You don't really know who he is, and so I kept on saying we need somebody like Mathieu Amalric, and like up to 3 weeks before the shoot of that scene, I need someone like Mathieu Amalric, and normally people kept saying, well, he's retired, but the truth
is a
is,
director too.
Yeah,
just one.
He's also a director, but he can't say no, basically.
Et du coup, je lui ai demandé, il a juste lu les 2 scènes du film, et puis il m'a appelé en me disant, oh, j'ai pas lu le reste du film parce que je suis pas censée savoir ce qui arrive à ce jeune homme. Mais Romy Schneider, ça me fait trop marrer et je viens. Romy Schneider, c'est extraordinaire, je viens.
So he only read 2 scenes. He said, I don't want to read the rest of the script because I don't want to know the way that it ends, but it's something to do with Romy Schneider.
Et il est venu comme un enfant sur un plateau, c'est-à-dire qu'il est venu avec son sac rempli d'accessoires et il voulait mettre un collier tahitien. Je lui dis, ah, je suis pas sûre, Mathieu. Et tout le monde était vraiment émerveillé par son innocence en fait. Et je crois qu'il n'a toujours pas vu le film, donc il sait toujours pas de quoi ça parle.
Ah, okay. So there's something really innocent about him. He came like with this bag that was full of tricks and stuff. And at some point, he even wanted to wear this necklace. It was Hawaiian, and I told him, no, I don't think that would be working for the scene. But everybody was touched by this kind of innocence that he had and that he brought with him. And up to now, I don't even think that he has seen the movie and he doesn't even know what it is about.
Yes.
Yeah, I was wondering the passage that the girl reads to him when he's providing a specimen.
It is,
Is it from an actual book? Was it dialogue you wrote? And if it was a book, why did you choose it?
it's an extract of NINO, Venus Erotica.
Ah, so it is a real book, Venus Erotica by Anaïs Nin.
Oui. Et j'aimais bien que cette jeune fille lise ça. Je trouvais que c'était audacieux, puis je trouvais aussi que tous les personnages du film féminin, j'ai l'impression que c'est des jeunes femmes qui ont tellement avancé par rapport à ce jeune homme-là qui reste un petit peu sur le côté. Donc j'aimais bien qu'il y ait quelque chose comme ça de très assumé et en même temps très poétique, parce qu'il fallait que cette scène, elle était périlleuse quand même sur le papier. Donc j'aimais la poésie, en même temps le côté très cru des écrits d'Anaïs Nin.
So there was something that was very poetic, but also pretty raw about that passage that she read. So it was a little bit risque. But I thought it was really great because that she's the one and that the women, they are so much more advanced that actually the character of Theodore is, that Nino is in life. And it was the reason why I chose to do it that way.
Yes.
First, I want to say that scene, I don't know, in French or in English. That scene that you just referred to, I thought was incredibly